is filled, now I'm going to show you the next cupcake. So now I'm actually going to show you how to create a rose. So I'm actually taking a Wilton tip number 104, and you can see in the center I've created kind of like this triangle dome, and this is actually going to give us height to our rose. So you want to make sure your piping tip, the narrow side is facing up and the wide side is facing down, and then you want to create a small spiral in the center of your cupcake. Then you want to create small petals. So I like to create 3 in the center. So I've created 1. Now I'm going to create the second petal and then the third. Now wherever the 2 petals are overlapping, that's where you're going to make your next petal. So I like to create odd numbers, so 3, 5, 7. Also, another thing to keep in mind when you are creating your rose petals is that your piping tip will actually be more straight when you're in the center of your rose, but as you start to create more and more rose petals, you'll start to notice that your piping tip should actually start to angle a little bit more, just like a real rosette, and that just kind of gives more of a realistic rose where it starts to be tight in the center and then it starts to open up and bloom on the side. So you can see at this point my piping tip has angled a lot more, and that's giving me more of an open rose. You're going to follow that same technique by holding it on one side and pulling down, and by the end of it, once you're happy with all of your rose petals, you're going to end up with a beautiful rose that's closed on the inside and it opens up slowly just like a real